People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, People of elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps can be purchased at people.etsy.com for available inventory. Check there, because if it's still curing, we will sell no soap before it's time. So the emails I've gotten for, well, I went to your site, but I don't see some of the soaps that I see in your videos. That's why. If it's not done curing, they won't be listed, because then I get an influx of orders for stuff that I can't technically send out yet, like the cherry bomb. Most of it was sold before it was actually cured, and even though the customers didn't mind waiting 4 weeks for the soap to be sent, it kind of bothered me that it wasn't available when they ordered it, because it was already listed. So I went back to my old policy where even if I type out the description, put up the pictures or whatever, it will sit in a deactivated phase until it's ready, and then I'll go ahead and activate the listing. But in the meantime, I've been playing with my color mode. That is the face soap I made with the Pringles can. So I know for a fact it's the same size, because it fits right in there with the liner. Without the liner, it would probably be a little bit small. But look at this. It's a full, approximately 4 bars taller. So we won't never have to deal with this again. We don't have to deal with the fact that it leaked, and as you can tell, it leached the oil all the way up to here, which is a miracle the soap came out properly with that being the case. And, you know, when it decided to leak, that can was filled up and only had like this much soap left. So in the meantime, let's get that out of there, because that's the size of my face soap. Actually, most of them are thicker. This is the one for personal use, so it's half the size, because I don't necessarily want a big, thick bar in my hand when I'm doing my face. But I did want to go over something I noticed when I was putting this in. If you notice, that's a perfect circle, nice and smooth. When I went to put it in there, though, that was not the case. The edges butt together to make a smooth circle without any seam or whatever. But if you don't know how to butt the edges, then you're going to end up with a little bit of an issue. So I'm going to show you how I got it in there like that, which apparently is making it very difficult to get out of there. But it's brand new, so, you know, after a while, that'll get to, you know, be a little bit more flexible. But when you put it in there, you need it to be butted on the edges. And the only way I found to get in there was to overlap it, which is what you don't want to do when it's, you know, in use. And then take my fingers and smush it to the point. Let's see if I can get it where you can see it. See how it's making a crooked edge because it's not butted? Well, I just took my thumbnails and just kind of got it in position and made sure it was nice and even. And that's another thing. It goes in with one side being a little bit further down than the other. And then I just took my hand and literally stuck it in there and felt it, and then just made sure that I felt a straight line and butted the ends all the way up, and that's what gave me the perfect circle all the way in. And you can hear when my nails pop against the uneven surface, so I just keep doing that until there's smoothness. Now, see that? Right there, you can see where it's coming out, and there's a slight separation. But if you look, it's perfectly even. You can see the seam right there, but it's perfectly even. They're butting together, and it will stay in that format until such time as, you know, you take the soap out. I have decided that I will take some press and seal and put over the edge of, over the bottom edge, then put this in the end cap before I fill it up, so that way there's no risk of anything leaking, so forth and so on. And when it comes time to take the soap out of there, take the end cap off, take the pressing seal off before I remove the soap, so that way I ain't got to worry about the plastic trailing through and, you know. Anyway, it's a work in progress on the thoughts, as you can tell, because, like with the Pringles container, hold on a second, I got to show you this. I had plastic wrap like this, and then the cap right there, and when it came time to take the freezer paper out, it pulled all the way up through. See what I'm saying? But that was a good thing because it was leaking, and, you know, it only did that where it was solid. But if I know going in, hey, this has the capacity to do so and so and so, and I peel it off, pull it out, then put it back on to keep it sterile, no problem. So, thought I'd share that. This can go away now. I do stuff like that because it's fun for me. But I'm downstairs where Mom goes, what on earth are you doing? It never occurs to her that, hey, when I'm done with the video, I'm going to go over there and pick all that stuff up and clean it up and so forth and so on. But anyway, but you know how that goes. Can't be dull on your videos because I watch my videos more than you watch my videos. And I find it entertaining. If it's not entertaining for me, it certainly won't be entertaining for you. And I crack me up, so you know. Anyway, the 7-Up pound cake, let's see if this is dry enough to touch. I dipped it, and they're now that dark with no fingerprints because I dipped it in some plain water, sprayed it with alcohol, so now there's no fingerprints, no germs on the surface, so forth and so on. And they will be done curing July the 7th. They'll be done curing on my birthday, July the 7th. So happy birthday to me, although I'm thinking it's going to be the bubble gum. I can't wait to use the bubble gum. And they have the same cure date because I made them at the same time. In fact, I made the bubble gum while I was waiting on phase 1 of this to be ready, so that way I go on to phase 2. So basically it was like, start the 7-Up pound cake, make the bubble gum soap, make the frosting for the 7-Up pound cake, etc., etc., etc. So it was a busy day in the soaping household of people of the 7, and that's all I had to say for right now. I'm going to figure out which recipe I'm going to pour in that column mode, if I want it swirled or what, and all that fun stuff there. So don't forget to rate, comment, stay tuned, stay blessed. Bye now.